And welcome back to Activated Mornings for the segment that you all requested.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Talk to me. All right, so whatever. Is laughing over there?
I ain't say nothing.
But I can see you laughing. I'm watching the live. I can see you laughing. Kiki every minute. Anyways, you see again? The WhatsApp number is 4579997. The number to call 4579997 as well. I think he was laughing your sleep all day.
Probably I like stupidness.
I like nonsense. Here we go.
Start.
Hello, good morning, welcome. What's up?
Hey, good morning, Christal. How you doing?
How you do? I good.
Yeah, I was trying to listen, and then I heard the young lady was asking you if you're not coming. And I said, come on, you can't have all them big bashment then you not showed up. Yeah, so how you doing on the young one?
I'm good. He is doing well too. How are you? How's the farming, man?
Well, I'm all right otherwise, life and strength,
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice to hear from you always.
All right otherwise.
Yes, sir. That is correct. Everybody good, man.
Big up your whole team, Big up your whole team still,
Yes, thank you.
So how you getting ready for the independence?
Just a little bit of action for me. But I know that there are a lot of things that are happening. But I hope to get a little bit of rest in between. You?
Okay. Well, I know every day is Independence Day for us still, but I know that you have a big one that we have to celebrate.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, well, I just let me hear you up and say hi to you a long time,
Thank you, yeah, man.
Yeah, well, have a blessed one and a happy Independence weekend, eh?
All right, same to you, thanks.
All right, then.
All right, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
That's my good friend from long time, yeah?
Nobody don't call in and check
always
on my little
listening.
one.
You have little one to check on?
That don't matter. You're just supposed to check. That's what checking is, finding out.
Yeah, with time it'll come.
No, it's finding out. Hey, I'd like to check on your little one. Oh, I don't have a. Oh, that's why you're checking. I understand.
But my crosses. Hello, good morning.
Wow, I'm getting an echo sound coming from the phone.
Man, sure, yeah, so just go ahead, please. Tell me.
Hello?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah. You got a true and faithful friend in that guy who called there from the days of Extreme. I always remember it from you. And I'm glad you acknowledge his call.
Always.
So,
yours too.
I am hearing a lot of it's Independence Time, and it's good to be in high spirits, especially if something good is happening to us. But what about if something good is happening to us? That's why there's always negative and positive. And some of us look at the positive in the wrong way, and the negative also in the wrong way. It all has to do with how we interpret certain things. But that doesn't mean I'm happy to hear at least we have certain things happening. The C plus, that's not being right in front of me. Although it can be in the action to the action. Over all those years, how much years of independence? 44 years. It makes me remember at one time we started this big agricultural exposition. It was every year. But that also, that's in my mind, made me feel more speaking places in the country, where our own agricultural development was concerned. Where you had farmers who were featured prominently. In fact, there used to be a farmer of the year, sales farmer of the year, and a main farm of years. So I'm just giving, that's just a history for you guys to know what.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if something better is happening now compared to those times, but I know it empowers our own people to develop a sense of independence and all of it. But who am I to make my judgment?
Okay.
It all has to do with who is administration and who looking over the country's economic development and all of that. I just want to take this opportunity to wish each and every Vincentian a happy independence, if that's the right word to use. But I'm also happy for the younger ones and their achievements in the recent CAPE exams and so on, those who benefit to a benefiting and so on.
Okay.
I just hope they can put whatever they're getting into use. And want total development of the country, whether you're Labour, whether you're NDP,
What is a labor? So
it must be a total
That was the promo.
inclusion of everybody.
yes, sir.
All right, Christal.
Yes, Dave. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Take care.
All right, you have a good independence too. All right. So I have two things that I wanna
Sorry.
behave yourself. I said already and I said already. Good morning, Joshua on the live. Remember 4579997 is the number to call or WhatsApp. Let me check the WhatsApp to see if there's anything. Yeah, again, a lot of broadcast there. Listen, Joshua, I know we had listened to this before we play it, because sometimes some of the things you say, not that they're inappropriate, they're funny and everything, but we had to listen to the voice note first before we play it. There's a question: why, when Pastor Danielson was accused of sexual assault, nobody talked about that? So this is why the sexual problem will never be severely dealt with. They talk people them as well.
You're better than me, you know. That's an interesting comment to me, given that it was all over the news.
No, maybe they're talking about like have a serious conversation about it. But you see the thing about it, right? And this is not to slightly very serious nature of rape or any sexual offense, sorry. But it's kind of hard to talk about it directed to somebody who is accused of it. Because at the end of it, they could be found innocent. And then what? You have to come back and say. And then what conversation are we going to have that we haven't had that we should consistently have? Yes. But the conversation I find is more impactful after conviction.
I believe
that's just my 2 cents on it.
For that
opinion. So I think I said at that time, I'm going to wait until the end, whether that person is found guilty or not guilty, to really say what I want to say about it. Here's another one. I'm rather confused about your view on the repetition of the Roman Catholic Church. This is the same church that approved the Doctrine of Discovery framework that has all First Nation people worldwide in their present state. It is interesting that you rarely get asked, how are you doing? And means it. However, you do get a lot of can you. You really get asked, how are you doing? By people and mean it. Okay. Interesting. This thing about the church, I don't know about the history of the Catholic Church.
The history of the Catholic, the history of all those European churches, dark. It was very dark
and demented.
Dark histories.
Yeah.
But differently. I remember you said to me off air you wanted to touch on something.
Two things.
Yeah.
One, you see this lovely cup here on the live? This cup can be yours. I'm just kidding.
For a small 2 payments of $1.99. 2 small payments of $1.99 can get you a WEFM cup.
No.
Compliments WEFM.
No,
On these
that's
cups,
not
it
where.
says WEFM 99.9 and our website www.999wefm.com.
I hope your advert does not end in if you've experienced
Symptoms may,
May include.
may include
but
paying for
that's
the
not
cup, no drinks.
that does not that's not where I was going. I was gonna say, you see these pretty cups? So we got some cups, right? I was given a cup, but my pet peeve is the cup is empty. Next time, could you please bring a drink in the cup? That's our protocol, right? That's Activity Month's protocol. If we're gonna bring a bag, the bag had a full, right? If you're gonna give us something, thank you very much, thank you. But this cup can be yours too. If you want one, just let me know. We can link you up with one cup, okay?
Eh, how
We'll
much
put it
cup
back
you
in
want?
there. You know, so I could give her my
Yeah, you
my
can see
cup.
the YouTube video. You could do
Yeah.
that. Now what my cup? Do
Yeah.
it to your
Why?
cup.
Give me a cup.
No, do it to your cup.
Anyways,
But your other
the other
point.
pet peeve
Mhm.
has to do with something I observed yesterday. Standing at the bus stop, you know, when I stand at bus stop, one, you get to see a lot of things, especially at certain bus stops.
I always say that.
So I'm not telling anybody to go stand up and just watch and Mako, right? No comments vibes. But stand at the bus stop, and there are these 4 young ladies. They're not wearing uniform, but obviously teenagers in secondary school. And you know, they chit chatting and what's not. I'm hearing everybody stand up there hearing stuff. And then all of a sudden they started using a bunch of F notes, one after the next. Like they're just spitting like tut, 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 you know? Are they playing cards and then shuffling? Yeah, that sound effect. Thank you very much. And I think they were pretty loud, and they were not shy. They were not afraid. They were just so brave and emboldened to be using a bunch of F notes in front of a ton load, not a ton load, but a ton load of adults. And it just got me thinking, right? Why are they so empowered? And this is not the first time I'm seeing it. Why are they so empowered to this is how our society is set up. There are certain words that you do not use because they are profane language, especially like minors. You don't use them around adults. When they're by themselves, that's another scenario because you know you can't control and you're not able to see. But when you're around adults, at least in certain situations, you're not supposed to be saying certain things because that's just not for you. The F note, the others, and so on and so on. You know the list. You know the words that they're not supposed to be using. But why do they feel that it's okay for them to use these words in the presence of multiple adults in public? And then my mind went, it's because they're allowed to. And the issue that I'm raising now is oftentimes adults have problems with children and teenagers, and they will quicker highlight the problem and bring down that child or teenager and attack the child or teenager. But they will not, in the moment when things are happening, try to correct that child or teenager. We are making, I think, children and youth too comfortable doing certain things, using profane language, the sort of conversations that they're having in front of you, losing respect in front of adults in the public. Not a very good display. And that spills over. It spills over to other ills that we adults have problems with because we have made them too comfortable. Why is it that adults are afraid to reprimand children in public? It's not your child. But you know this saying, it takes a village to raise a child. And then we let go our hands. We say how the child is rude, but you're not helping to rectify the situation. You're helping to make it worse because in not saying anything in that moment, you're allowing them to continue as they are. You're emboldening other young people to do the same thing too, and then turning around and blaming the same young people for acting the way they do when you have made the environment comfortable for them to do it. So the society that you are cultivating, you have a problem with it, but you're part of the problem. Adults afraid of children now? Since when? Open your mouth. Say something.
Since parents attacking people.
since parents attacking home.
You can't talk to some children because I hear you both saying bad words. I go, hey, you need to stop that. The parents in the vicinity, they go get the parent come back. You do not speak to my child. I will discipline my child.
Well, you got to talk to the parent too. Well, let me discipline you, parent, because it seems like that's part of the problem too.
Mm-hmm.
But if we continue in that vein, where are we going to end up? Where are we going to end up that we just keep quiet and watch things happen and unfold in front of us? That's why so many people getting away with rape and sexual assault, because we made them comfortable. You afraid? Okay, so let it go. Just stand up and watch it happen. Let it go. And you see where we're going to end up. I irritated because, and you know, let me be honest with you, right? I can't open my mouth yesterday because after a certain time, I use profane language when I was small. You know, I'm not gonna lie,
What's
be
wrong
like
with
a
you, young
saint.
lady?
Yeah,
Don't
but
use those profanities. What's wrong
around
with you?
adults, you matter what. When you're to pairs, one might slip out your hair, another thing. But when you're around adults, are you mad?
Are you mad,
Have some
bruv?
respect.
Are you mad, bruv?
You understand? But no, boy, they don't care. They do not care. And then another young lady passed. I don't know if there was an issue with her parents or what, but she's like, I'm going to meet your man.
Hey.
Oh, yo, my eyes popped open. I'm like, where's boy? Where's boy? These young people, huh, man? Must be nice.
You don't watch these shows? These young people be in complex relationships at 14, 15,
I know.
16.
I
You
heard the
don't watch-
conversations
you
at the
don't
bus
watch TV?
stop, and I just like, wow. Me at 14, 15. I was there like studying night grades and what's not, and seeing if my name could get
What's
called up for
13?
mark reading.
That's 13, 15, form 2, 3.
13, form 2, form 3.
Okay.
Because 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, and so on and so on and so on. But yeah, man, adults, parents, it may not be your child. You don't know, right? You don't know how impactful you standing up and saying, listen, come on, have some respect for the people around you. Even if they cuss you back, take the cussing.
Drop kick them.
No,
Choose violence.
no, don't do that.
Keep fit old people.
I'll take the
Keep
cussing.
fit.
I'll take the cussing.
Elderly people, keep fit. Drop kick children today.
No. You were talking about being positive. No, it's not time to choose violence. I'll take the cussing.
That's violence with a
But-
cause. I believe
No,
in
it's
violence
not.
for
No,
a
it's
cause.
not. No,
I
it's
believe
not.
in violence for a cause.
No, it's not. But on a serious note, though, please, it takes a village to raise a child. I don't think the village is a literal people in the same community. It's people who are supposed to be looking out. And we were here before, and we're supposed to be raising the next generation. But you can't raise the next generation and just leave them there to their own demise. Some younger folks, they don't understand the kind of shippiness that they're doing. Yeah, you make mistakes or whatnot. You learn by your mistakes, some of them. But oh gosh, in a moment where you can actually step in and be an adult, right, and help to lead, at least try. If you throw your hands in the air and just let go, you might as well just, I don't know. You might end up in a position where that same person might come around and harm you or influence somebody to harm you or somebody for you.
I agree with your point. You make a very valid point, but it's tricky when you're correcting a child and the child is overly disrespectful towards you, and other adults are encouraging this child. Because an elderly person can say to you, "Hey, could you lower your voice? You're being very loud. That's not becoming of a young lady or young man." And someone in the vicinity who may be a bit younger than that elderly person says, "Oh, I don't think speaking loud reflects on who I am as a young." You know what I mean? Not this exact case, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Man, just stand your ground. If they could stand their ground, you stand your ground too.
Like in America.
Come on, man. You stand your ground.
You know, standing your ground.
I don't care what it means. No, not that kind of stand ground. Come on, man. You can't just let go.
Unfortunately, we have to wrap
let
up
go. Okay, maybe
I'll
this
talk
one
to you in
quickly.
segment. Okay.
We got 2 seconds. Good morning, Crystal and Ari. I think the law needs to change. Anyone molest any male or female or are found guilty guilty of such should be sentenced according to their age. So the older you get, the longer time you get.
That's
So
interesting.
you just stop in jail for you. Anyways,
All right. So the time is now.
I'm sorry I missed the call, Joshua. I'm so sorry.
The time is now 9:40. Sorry, Joshua. The time is now